Hey guitar pickers, Carla here with a very frequently requested song by my students, House of the Rising Sun. This song is a really old song that's so old they don't even know who wrote it. Its earliest recorded version is something in the 1930s. It's one of the songs collected by Alan Lomax, who went around and collected a lot of old folk tunes and got recordings, field recordings of them. But the most known version of this song is by the Animals, and that's the one we'll be doing today. So first of all, got to get the chords down. That's always important. Deal with one hand at a time. So first we'll do the left hand, which is the chords, and then we'll deal with the right hand, and I'm going to give you 3 different choices on how to do the song, from basic to sounding just like the recording. Okay, so let's get started. Just the left hand at first. We're going to do the chords, and I'm going to run through them kind of fast, assuming that you've learned some of these other chords in other songs, because House of the Rising Sun should probably not be your first song. A minor, C, D, and then F, which we can do this way, right? Barring 2 strings, doing 2 strings with the first finger, then 3rd string, then 4th string. That's one way to do it. Then another way to do it is 3rd finger where it would be for the C chord on the 5th string, then pinky underneath it, 3rd fret, 4th string, then 2nd finger where it would be for a normal F chord on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and 1st finger, 1st fret, 2nd string. And then you'll only hit these inner 4 strings, 5, 4, 3, 2. You could do the F that way, and then there's no bar. And then there's also, if you're used to doing this giant F, where the finger spans all 6 strings, you can do that one too, if you prefer that instead of this. I'm going to be using this one. All right, and then we're back to A minor, and then C, and then E, and then another E. All right, so quick review. There is A minor, a house, C, in D, in New Orleans, F, A minor, they call the rise, C, sin, and then 2 E, E's, sun. All right, this next bit is almost exactly the same. It's been A minor, the run, C, D, of many a poor boy. And then A minor, E, A minor. Okay, that's the chords. Now, what are we going to do with the right hand? We have a lot of options. This song is in 6/8. Don't worry too much about the 8. The main thing is that you're going to be going 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know most songs go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And occasionally you get a song that goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This one goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's the pulse. And there are a number of ways that we can accomplish that with our right hand rhythmically. We can play on just the 1 and the 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That way you play each chord 2 times to make one measure. So A minor, C, C, D, D, F, F. And then when you get to the E, there's 2 measures, so you're going to hit it 4 times. The second half of the verse goes, the run of many a poor boy. 2 A minor, 1 measure is 2 of these, and then 1 measure B, A minor. That's the simplest way to play it, is 2 strums for each measure. right? On the 1 and the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. New Orleans. That's the simplest way, and you can play the whole thing like that, and it'll sound great. It's a nice melody, it's a good song, and it repeats a lot. As a lot of songs that were passed around in the folk tradition, they're very repetitive because there were no recordings, so you had to be simple enough to be able to remember it and pass it along with people and create sing-alongs and so on. So the older songs tend to be more straightforward. They don't have like, okay, now you got that down, here's a new section with a bunch of completely different chords. They don't do that with the older songs. It's just one section repeated over and over. All right, here's the second way to play this, and this is going to be the way that you hear it on the Animals record. We're going to arpeggiate it. Oh, big word. All an arpeggio is, that's an Italian word that literally means broken chord. So instead of playing the chord all as one blob, you're going to pick out the individual notes. Okay? So that sounds pretty much like the record. Let's break it down and see what's happening. We're going, for the A minor, we're going to go 5th string, 4th, 3rd, 2nd. All right, that's the first half of it. 5, 4, 3, 2. And then the second half is 1, 2, 3. So go straight down. Hits every string. And then 1, 2, 3. And I'm doing all downstrokes on the way down because it's so fast. You don't really have time to do downs and ups. So down, 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 up, up, up. Down, 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 up, up. Or that one could be down or up, the first string. Or you could do them all down. Works either way. But I would do all downs, definitely all downs on the way towards the floor. And then you can do either up or down on the way back because you have time. So, that's the A minor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Those are string numbers, okay? Now when we do C, exactly the same. And then, when we go to D, things change a little bit because we're going to start with a pick hand on the 4th string. And then we ran out of strings, so we're going to hit that first string twice. 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. And then F, if we do it this way, is going to be the same. 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. If you do the F this way, with the 3rd finger on the 5th string, we'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 3, 4. And if you do it this way, it'll be 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. So, depends on which F you're doing as to what's happening with the pick. Then we're on to the next half of the phrase. After the F comes A minor again, just like the beginning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. C. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. And then we've got our 2 E's. This one is going to be 6. And then we're going to jump over the 5th string and do 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. That's pretty much how the Animals did it. There's one more way to do it, and that's for those of us who don't really care for the old pick and want to use our fingers instead on the right hand. And you'll do the same thing, but now we're going to involve fingers. So you're hitting the same strings, and here's how I would do it. With the A minor, I would use the thumb for the 5th and the 4th. So I do thumb, thumb, index, middle, ring, middle, index. C is the same. Thumb 5, thumb 4, index, middle. So it sounds like this. And then D, we're going to hit that first string twice when we get to it. That one's straight up, only one note for the thumb this time, because we're going to hit that top note twice with the ring finger. And F is done the same way if you're fingering it this way on the left hand. 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. So this is pretty much exactly the same thing we're doing with the pick, but just using the fingers instead. It's the same pattern, same notes coming out. It's just a little bit mellower sound because it's fingers instead of a hard plastic pick. And then when you get to the next line, same thing with the, we're going to jump over the 5th and hit the 4th. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. So for E, you have to hit the 6th, jump over the 5th, and then do the rest of the pattern. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. So this is a classic song. I hope you really enjoy playing it. For some people, it's the whole reason they picked up the guitar was to learn this song. It's a real guitaristic, compelling song, and it's really fun to play. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them. And underneath the video, I've put the chord progression so that you can look at that, because it's hard to keep it all in your head. So if you like this video and you found it helpful, please subscribe, hit like, and watch out for the next one. Happy picking!